I gotta say, I'm really happy with this. Don't you think it just looks so cool? I look at it, like the overhang. You've got these fun hanging lanterns. There's this torch. That's not gonna stay. But yeah. So what are we doing today? Yeah, that's what I hit. Oh, hang on. What is this? There we go. That's gone now. Perfect. Yeah, what are we doing today? We are building. What a surprise. But yeah, what are we building? Well, why don't I take you over to the place where we're building? Oh, by the way, hi, hello, welcome. My name's Lovejoy, and let's check it out. Some of you are probably thinking, where will Lovejoy build next? It will be right next to the gatehouse where we built just now, just in the last video. No, I'm going to build all the way over here, because this is where I had an idea. So I had an idea that we could build out a building up here, next to the library, next to our farming district, next to the bridge, next to the docks. And as you can see, stuff has been removed. So for the longest time, I had cobblestone on here, and I was like, I could put something on here. And I could never figure out what I wanted to put there, because I don't think I had a good idea. And I don't think there is a good idea, at least not that I can think of. So I removed it. I just got rid of it. I thought, no, we don't need that. Let's get rid of it. This could be a place where maybe ships just dock. Maybe a ship comes up to here, or a boat comes up to here, unloads its goods, and then it's here. That's it. Maybe that's all that's needed. Doesn't need any building on it. Perfect. So yeah, we're going to build these two buildings out, and we're also going to build this building. Now, what's it going to look like? You may be asking. I hate Enderman. Ugh. My poor builds, slowly but surely, are being taken apart by Enderman. Any other random bits of sand missing? No. Good. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to build up these buildings. And, well, yeah, you're probably thinking, what are they going to look like, Lovejoy? Please tell us. Well, why should I tell you when I can show you? Let's go to the planning section. Yay! Planning! Yay! Okie dokie, planning time. So first, we've got a couple of warehouses going to be down the side here, finally filling up that gap that we've had there, or like the little plans we've had there for ages, months, maybe even a year at this point. They've been there for a while, just finally filling up that spot, removing the cobblestone that was on one of the little piers at the front there. Now, another building, which is going to be the Harbour Master building, which I'm sure you could guess from the title of this video. It's going to have a little dome on the top. It's going to be 2 stories. Well, actually 3, because there's going to be a little bit of storage underneath. A couple windows, and then other windows on top. There's going to be a little second section, as I said, a dome on top. We have some trees on the upper level. And yeah, I also realized that this space was looking fairly empty, so we're going to put in some covered areas, so some more little sort of marketplace looking areas, which I think is going to look quite nice. And then also there's going to be a wooden walkway on the side here, and finally little canopies of red carpet along the side, and just adding in the entrance. So I've done a bunch of building. Can't really see it all that well at the moment, because it's kind of all the same color at the moment. This is all sandstone. If you were to look at it from the ceiling or from above, you'd see that, there's jungle. But yeah, so these are going to be the big warehouse spaces. Careful, Lovejoy, don't fall off. Yeah, they're going to be warehouse spaces. This will be for smaller goods, probably. And then this one in here will be for larger goods, because, it's bigger. And yeah, I just need to build up the there'll be the, like, wooden market stall looking things on the sides. And then this section, after some texturing, will be all done. And then we've got this building over here. So this will be the next one to work on. I've done a little bit underneath, cleared out this space down here, because there will be extra storage space there. Because who doesn't need storage space? We gotta have it all the storage. I've also put in this bit at the back. So what we got here, and I don't think this would have been really visible in the plan, but we've got a little staircase that comes up and leads up to here. Oh, isn't that lovely? Ow. So that should be good. I think there was a lag spike there. I'm not sure. Sorry. It might just be my screen. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. I'm liking the progress so far. I had recorded a whole other section whilst I was building this. It was terrible. I deleted it. Done. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I suppose I'll keep going and I'll come back with some progress for you all. Isn't that lovely? Okay, it's high time you had an update. So those buildings are in. The whatchamacallits are in. Market stall things, they're in. This building's in. Its entrance is in. And there's a beginning of an interior. Oh my goodness, what's going on? So yeah, we're slowly getting there. Got if we round this corner, then we go up the stairs. We can see there's you can see the wooden bit around the edge is missing. We've got the little planter pots for what will be trees. Trees, that's the word. And yeah, so I can't remember where I was going with this. I've got the interior of this. There's a dome. There's the door. It's quite hot. My brain isn't working. It's my excuse anyway. And I just need to get it to go in, I suppose. I can't think of what I was going to say. Insert witty comment here. Oh, you're so funny, Lovejoy. Thank you, Lovejoy. Yeah, you know what I might do? I think where it is very hot today in this office and my brain is not working. I'm gonna finish these buildings off. Didn't make it. Curses. And I'm gonna come back to you with all the progress so that you can see what it is, and then hopefully my brain will be working at that point again. Yeah, let's see what it looks like. Okay, back, and I'm done. This, oh, it's not as textured as I want it as it's not as textured as I wanted in here. I was focusing on the outside. Forgot about these bits, although I don't think it's so bad. We'll leave it as it is. So, yes, we've got trees, there's a dome, there's texture, there's the wood thing. Ho ho! It's here. Yes. And you can go down these steps, as we showed earlier. The trees, much like the entrance, have dingly-dangly lanterns. Oh my goodness, who else is excited for green lanterns? What was that noise? Oh! Oh! Ah! What's that noise? Where are they coming from? Ah! Oh! I need to light up my base. Oh. Right. So, yes, this is it. This is the building. The building is in the Harbour Masters, as it's been dubbed. I don't know if I've actually said that. It'll probably be in the title. But yeah, so you've got some fun overhangs. The red to tie in with this sort of the granite and terracotta. The red ties in with that. I think it looks quite nice. Had to use a bunch of string because carpet does not like to just float, annoyingly. But I think it looks cool. I think it gives this bit some visual interest. I still haven't built these up. I know I said I finished the farming area, and I did. I finished the farming area, but these buildings, like there's just a couple down here and this one. These are Wandering Trader tents. And I'm going to do that when I start working on Wandering Trader stuff. But I need to be in the right mindset to do that. Because, you know, Wandering Traders. Ugh. But no, I think they'll be cool. But anyway, so this is the Harbour Master's house. There's like a warehouse here. A warehouse here. Ooh. Oh, I've got some stuff. I could put a chest there. And let's put... Oh, we'll put the... That's a bundle. We'll put a barrel here. Anything else I can just whack down? Let's put a crafting table over the other one. I filled this one with barrels. Lots of barrels. I didn't put anything in here. Because why not? You know, I don't need to do anything. my own world. I also textured the wall behind. So I think this looks really cool. I think this is, I forgot there was that tree there. I grew it because I thought I needed loads of jungle, and then it turns out I had enough jungle. So now there's just a jungle tree over there. So yeah, I'll cut that down when I cut that down. And it's not now. But yeah, no, I think this has really come together, this area. I finally finished out this bit of the dock. The dock is now finally finished. Who is making noises? Fishies. No. Yeah, the dock's finally finished. I can't believe how long it's... what, 2024 was when I was last working on the dock, and then I just could not figure out what I wanted to do with it. And it was only until today where I just was like, I want to build in this area. Maybe a harbour master. I planned out this whole build, and once I'd planned this out, I was like, well, a harbour master needs to store stuff. And I was like, this isn't enough storage because they'll need to... well, they won't necessarily need to store, but they'll need to keep track of what is stored. And that's when it dawned on me. I was like, oh, these are warehouses. And at first it was like, it's not a very big warehouse because this would have been how wide it was, because this is the wall above it. And I thought, oh wait, no, I can just dig underneath and dig through. And that's when it clicked. I was like, done. These are warehouses. And that fills up that space quite nicely. We're going to have some other warehouses on that side as well. I'm sure there'll probably be another dock. Maybe a harbour master of the west side, and there's a harbour master of the east side potentially, so that they can keep track of what's in each of their warehouses. But yeah, I think this looks really cool. I'm really happy with this. The red is a fun pop of colour. I think it looks quite nice, and I think also I filled this out right at the beginning, like in between episodes, and I didn't say anything because it's just a road. These are things that I will slowly fill out as and when I'm working on the areas. But I think this kind of fills out that area quite nicely. We've got something that rounds off and finishes off this space. It looks nice coming up. Also, I think it will look really nice when you're coming down from the big obelisk. I have planned out this whole bit and like the walkway down. I do not know what I'm doing with the top bit up there because I do need to fill that out because I think I need something up here to make it look bigger and more impressive, but I'm not sure what just yet. But I'll get round to it. I'll figure it out. You know, it took me about a year to figure just these two warehouses out, but I got there. I figured it out. I did it. So I know I'll be able to figure out the other stuff. But yeah, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Wait, if I can remember which button it is. Aha! Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you have, like, subscribe, all that YouTubery jazz. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. But wait, first, it's story time. Take it away, storyful storyteller Lovejoy. Actually, before story time, I've just got to tell you another story about what just happened in the real world just outside my window. So I'm just about to start recording before the last clip, and all I can hear from the distance is Jane, Jane, Jane. I'm thinking, who on earth is Jane? And why is a witch after them? Oh my goodness. It was terrifying. I was like, well, thinking, well, thank goodness I'm not called Jane. Otherwise, I'd be scared. Anyway, time for the other story time. Day like any other day. Always the same thing. Day in, day out, monotony. Dull, unforgettable in its sameness. 7 barrels of grain, 9 of fallow, and 2 of salt. Warehouse B, she said as she marked her ledger. Next, another one. 12 crates of chickens and 3 barrels of fertilizer. Warehouse C, next. At one point in her life, she'd actually had a dream. You know, she'd had wonder. She'd always wanted to be a sailor. exploring the horizon, tracking down the elusive Elder Guardian. She'd wondered what life would have been like had she stowed away on a vessel or bought a small ship, even just a little boat just to sail away on, never to be seen again. How her life would have changed. Would she have fought pirates to the end of her days? Would she have become a pirate, fighting the law? Would she have a man in every port? Hells, would she have a woman in every port? Fantasies. Tired fantasies. The wanderlust of a middle-aged clerk, she thought to herself. Now, back to monotony, dullness, the singularity of boredom. 3 barrels of gunpowder, 8 crates of dried kelp, warehouse C. She wondered if she'd ever make it to harbour master, for that was her only dream now, to progress in what little life that she had. Ugh, this life. Of course, she knew she was at a disadvantage. The harbour master's son, of course. Ignoramus was probably going to get the business. She thought to herself, she would really have to prove herself, make herself stand out. Or make him disappear. Ooh. A new fantasy. Next, she called, as a sly smile crept across her face.